Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. All right, this show is extra long because I have two Zoom calls at the end of this. So we have one. The first one you'll hear is a 20-minute one with Trey and the team. The team didn't say shit, but I was presenting the check-in tracker that I made, which I'm going to tell you about that. It's a funny story of what happened with that. And then we have the team call, or the one-on-one call with Mina right after that, which is about 40 minutes. So subtract an hour from whatever the total length of the show is, and that's how long I'm going to be talking. So in case you want to listen to me, but not the calls, I don't know how entertaining or interesting it'll be to listen to those in the future. So if you're listening to this and it's 2030 or 2042 or some shit, I don't know how entertaining or insightful or interesting these will be, but that's the goal from the start, is to capture everything, just to have everything, just to hear what the fuck I sounded like when I had my 13th one-on-one meeting with, I don't know, that just nitty-gritty shit, right? So anyway, I woke up this morning with the unbed alarm clock thing, and it works. It works. I don't know. I just really like it because it forces me out of bed, and by the time I'm out of bed, I'm already at my desk. It's like, well, I'm already here. So I woke up at 5:30 today. I probably started working at 5:40, and it's great. I really don't have any gripes. I don't have any complaints. I don't have any, oh man, I'm not ready to work. I'm so tired. Like, yeah, I'm still rubbing my eyes and I'm trying to, I don't have my contacts in. I'm not doing that first thing in the morning. But yeah, that's just not a big deal. I just wake up and I just get to work, and I like that a lot, so anyway, second day using it, and it's great. I think I made the alarm a little bit too loud. And so actually, while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to turn down the volume. I made the alarms too loud, for sure. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I just got a text that said, from Dawson, that said, hey, so-and-so is no longer working with the team. Oh, no. We'll look at that in a sec. Okay, I just turned the volume down. But yeah, it was so loud this morning, and not that I'm trying to, I have to keep it quiet, but it was obnoxiously loud, and I think it's just too loud for an alarm. I don't think an alarm can be too loud, but for the fact that you can't turn it off, I think that just creates unnecessary urgency to stand up and run to the little block here to turn it off, because there's no urgency. It's just stand up and walk to the thing. But it was so loud, and this is me just being me, but in the morning I was like, dude, I'm going to wake up my fucking neighbors. It's not that loud, but it just felt loud. So anyway, I'm really curious about this text, so let me read this. Damn. Hey team, as of today, Albert is no longer working with so-and-so with the team. This decision wasn't made lightly, but I felt it was the best move for continued growth in the company. I know he was part of the team for a while, and it's totally normal if you have questions or thoughts around this. I'm leaving the rest of today and tomorrow open for any one-on-one conversations if you want to ask me anything directly. After that, I guess I'll just shift back to focusing on what we do best, growing the company and continue to serve our clients. Appreciate each of you and grateful for you here. That's crazy, because Three hours ago, they were talking in the group chat, no problem. Damn, dude. Gotta do what you gotta do, huh? Business is business. Speaking of which, that's a good segue into this. So Trey cut my hours, and it is what it is. At first, I was upset about it, and then after I just kind of sat with it and thought about it, I was like, you know what? This is actually a good thing because it gives me more time to focus on my own stuff. Even if I lose money, it's fine. And honestly, I think that just works out better because I have a lot of opportunity with PT Dom now that we are moving everything into Notion. So I feel a lot better with that. They actually Britzy sent me a message today, which I didn't get notified, which is weird. But she says, no worries. We sent payout yesterday via PayPal, by the way. And she says, is there any chance that once you get back on your feet, I was just telling her about the car issue and then the funeral stuff that I have to do. And she says, is there any chance that once you're back on your feet, you could dedicate more hours to the project to try to catch up? Cole's really putting some pressure on us to get this done and started with the next one. Get this done and started with the next one for the CLA, which will be a different beast. Let me know, though, we can work things out. Thanks. So I hear that, and yeah, there's pressure. I got to get some stuff going. But I hear that, and I'm like, there's so much opportunity here for hours and working more and building stuff in Notion. So, the reason why I say that is because Trey cut my hours, but I think that's good because now it's just 10 hours freed up. It is less money, but if PT Dom kicks in, then it's kind of like I'm still technically on paper losing money, but I'm not though. What I'm saying is that I got hours cut, but they got made up for immediately from PT Dom. But because they got made up immediately from PT Dom, it's like if my hours weren't cut from Trey, I would still be doing that. So yes, I'd be getting more money, but I'd have less time to do PT Dom stuff. So I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. But anyway, cut my hours, and I was upset, but now I'm good. I didn't express any kind of anger or whatever towards Trey whatsoever. It was just, hey, no worries, dude. Is this going to be a permanent thing? Actually, this works out better for me. So if you want to dedicate that money to ads, it's a win-win. All good. And pretty much what I said. And I meant it, and everything's good. So today we have a Zoom call, and I'm explaining how to use the client check-in tracker that I spent Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and a little bit of this morning building. And it was great. I think it was received well. You'll hear that at the end of the show. And then we were talking, Trey and I talking back and forth a little bit later. And I said, yeah, man. So, because he wanted me to start on this next project to do X, Y, Z. And I was like, hey, dude, I totally got you. But I am over on hours this week. I'm actually pretty close to 30 because I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and a little this morning. And I know, even if you don't count the weekend hours, because we didn't agree on weekend hours, I'm probably, 15 for sure. And he got very upset. So I want to be, he wasn't screaming or anything. And this is over voice notes back and forth, but I don't want to share anything that would, this is how it started. So he says,
yeah, dude, I got to be completely honest with you, Bryson. When I say, hey, I need you to work 10 hours this week, and then you hit me up and tell me you work 25, 30 hours, that's not good on me, because I specifically gave you those instructions for a very specific reason from an investment standpoint. I did not expect you to work more than 10 hours, and I also don't see that as, it doesn't benefit either one of us when we had instructions to follow, and we did not follow the instructions. Right, so, where do I want to go from here? However,
so I'm not going to play the whole thing, just even though he probably doesn't listen to this, just out of respect, but that's pretty much what was said, and it's just weird to me. I was talking with Lexi about this, and we just kind of explored different avenues of why he's upset, because I worked more hours for Mia. He was aware of it. There was no problem. I worked more hours for Dawson. He's aware of it. There's no problem. that was probably less known. But with Mina, I was like, dude, I'm working a lot more than 2 hours a day right now. He's like, I know, bro. I'm like, okay. And with Trey, it's just interesting because he wanted this check-in tracker done. I got it done. And then I said, hey, man, I'm over on hours. I did this. Like, okay, so from my point of view, I worked, we'll just call it 30. I worked 20 hours more than I was supposed to, which if I'm getting paid 10 hours a week, if I'm doing 10 hours of work per week, this project would have taken 3 weeks. I got it done in 4 days. On paper, that's fucking awesome. That's an over delivery. That's above and beyond. That's quick turnaround. That is, I'm not even trying to hype myself up, but that's what it is. I got it all done. So what would have taken me 3 weeks now took me 4 days, and now we can move on to the next thing. However, I fully understand that I'm 10 hours per week max, and once I hit that, I don't get paid anymore. But it is in my best interest to get these things done sooner than later, for multiple reasons. The biggest one is that this helps the big bundle, the big system that I'm building, that I'm going to sell, because I don't have a working check-in tracker. So having this is definitely very beneficial for the bundle. And so getting this done also benefits the other coaches. I even told that to Mina today. I was like, hey, dude, spent this much time making this check-in tracker. Perks of this whole system we got going on is you're going to get it too. And we just laughed, and it was cool. And yeah, so Trey is like, hey, you said that this is a good thing, that it's a win-win for you for not working these many hours. Then you go and work 30. It just doesn't make sense. Where's the disconnect? And I was like, dude, that's super valid. I understand what you're saying. What I meant was that it's a win-win for me, meaning I have more time to focus on my own projects. And yes, it is less money, but I think that it's just a win-win, because if you don't need me, then it's not like I'm pulling back. You're just reallocating the funds, the investment, as you would say, to other parts of the business, and I'm able to focus more on, I guess, quote, my business. So, yeah. So for him to get upset, I don't know, man. I was kind of shocked when he sent me that message. I was at the gym and I listened to it and I was like, wait, this guy's mad. And I don't really want to hammer on this too much. It is what it is. But the internal regulating philosophy, I guess, if you want to call it that, I don't know, that I have about this is that if you were to put this out on paper, what did I do? What did he do? What are the expectations? What are the, if you just put it out on paper, and if I died, would I be happy knowing, or regret knowing, or be whatever? So worst comes to worst, he fires me. Fires me for what? Fires me for working more hours than I was scheduled. Which, if that's what it is, then there's issues. But there was zero expectation on my end of getting paid for those 30 hours. And I told him, I was like, hey, dude, this is my own volition. If I want to work extra to get something done for you, then I will. I don't expect you to pay me, because that's my own choice. So therefore, any kind of payment or compensation should not be, because we agreed on X amount of hours. And if I go above, we didn't agree on that. So you're going to pay me for that. You're not going to pay me for that. And so at the end of the day, what happened was he wanted a project done. I got it done in 5 times the amount of time, or 5 times faster than how long it would have taken. I think I just polished off for the most part. There's a lot that's still missing, but got it going. I over-delivered. I went above and beyond the expectation. So 10 hours a week, I did 30 in 4 days. Not that he was wanting that, but the expectation that we agreed upon was 10. So above and beyond, over-delivered, great product. I don't know. I just don't get it. But anyway, all that on paper, I could die happy knowing. I don't know how to put into words what I'm thinking. if he fired me, would I be upset about that? Part of me, so yes, that would suck because no money, but also he would have fired me, and the reason for that would be something that I'm totally okay with. He would have fired me because I over-delivered. I went above and beyond. I did something 5 times as fast. I delivered a great product. And it just so happens that I went over on an agreement that we had, in which case I couldn't give a fuck about. Like, I'm cool to go like this. Hey, dude, I don't really give a fuck. Next project. And that's how fast I'm over this shit. So he could fire me, and yeah, that would suck, but it would suck, comma, but it wouldn't be something that I would stew over and regret and hate and blah, 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 because it's like, well, I feel like I did the right thing. Not that there's a wrong thing here. I guess the wrong thing would be, hey, I worked 30 hours, bro, so you got to pay me for 30. I wouldn't do that. And because we're going to have a call tomorrow. I don't know what time. He never messaged me back, but I'm going to talk about that. It's just an interesting thing to get upset about, dude. It's just one of those things that's just like, what? Like if somebody does a good deed for you and they want to do a good deed and they have zero expectation of anything in return, but then you get upset about them for that because the agreement was that we don't do good deeds for each other. That's just fucking weird to me, dude. It just really caught me off guard. And so I just want to be professional. So I was like, hey man, I apologize. I understand where you're coming from. I totally understand how I, went over on hours. We had an agreement. I went over. To be clear, I don't expect this to be paid and blah, blah, blah. I also said, hey, to prevent this from ever happening again, we can move forward with project-based work. So if you need a check-in tracker and I say, hey, it's going to take 20 hours, then you just pay up front for the 20 hours. If it takes me longer, then you get some free work. If it takes me less, then we'll go from there. But that would prevent the hour thing because then it would force me to want to work as fast as I could to get the thing done, which, I kind of wish that were the case. Maybe if I would have gone back, if I could go back, I'd probably renegotiate that. But because right now I'm getting punished for efficiency and speed, in which case I don't really have because Notion's a bitch to build in, but it's fun, it's enjoyable, and I like it a lot. But anyway, so there's all that. I just think it's a unusual thing to get upset about, given the fact that I'm doing it because I want to do it, because I want to help, and because I want to build this for me, and because it's just a win-win. He gets his project done sooner. He doesn't pay for it. I get my project done for my bundle that I'm going to sell. It's a win-win. So anyway, without hammering that too much, I'm going to leave it there. I talked with Dawson about clumping up my hours, as you heard yesterday. I talked with Mina about the same thing, and then I'm going to talk with Trey tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, I completely have redone my calendar and move things around, and it's very non-symmetrical, which having a hard time looking at it visually, because previously it just looked nice. It just looked good, but now it's like I don't know what the fuck's happening. But I do think it's going to be beneficial. I think it's going to be extremely beneficial because rather than 2 hours here, 2 hours there, 2 hours here, there's not a chunk on here smaller than 4.5 hours. Technically 3 hours with PT Dom, but yeah. So kind of how I have it set up. So with total hours, let me count really quick. I think it's 64 hours. So let me see. I've got 2, 6, that's 9, 14, 19, 22. So I got 22 hours a week for the PT Dom. Let me write this down. 22 hours a week with PT Dom. And then we have 10 a week with Trey. I don't need to write it down, but whatever. And then I've got 19 with Mina. And then I've got Dawson is at 14. So 22, 10, 22, 19. Wait, 23, 19? It's 23, 19. We have 22, 10, 19, and 14. So 22, 19, 41, 10, 51, 60. So I got 65 hours. So I'm working 65 hours a week, and then I also have 8 hours per week for, I call it Project M1, which is the Project First Million, because I think I've realized that I'm closer than I think, and it also appears to be that way as well. Because let's look at it real quick. I got it pulled up, because all I have to do is sell something up front for $5,000 and then 1,000 recurring, and all I need to do is 8 sales every month, no more, no less, and that's $1 million in revenue per year. At the end of year 2, I think we did that, and it was like 1 point or 2.3, and then at the end of year 3, it was close to 4. I don't know, can't remember. I know I talked about it, but yeah. So 96 sales a year. I know it's much easier said than done. I've never made one sale in my whole entire life. So there's that. But that just seems much more manageable than trying to get, 50 clients a month for fitness coaching. Whereas here it's just 8 clients or whatever a month. And, to make the same amount that I'm doing here from just upfront payments, if I were to do that monthly with a client at $300 a month, that would be close to maybe 100 clients. Because, for easy math, if I say it was $6,000, then 20 clients equals 1 sale. So if I have to sell 8, then that would be 160 clients that I would need per month. New clients per month, or I guess not new clients, just recurring per month to make the same amount that 8 sales would. So anyway, we got, I call it Project M1. I actually named my license plate that. Maybe I shouldn't share that shit. I think it's fine. It's public information. Whatever. So we've got that for 3 hours, 2 hours. So 8 hours. There's more time in here because, I've got all this time scheduled for PT Dom. There's no requirement that I work 22 hours. I could work less, but my goal is to work 20 so that by the end of the month, I'm sitting at 80. Because if we do 80 hours, we are sitting at a payout of $2,500. And I would just love to have that coming in the first week of the month, and just have that as extra to put it toward whatever. I don't know. That's just awesome. And obviously, I'm still doing payouts. I'm still having things taken out. So it's $500 starting this month with negative $934. That's so that I could get a payment this month, which is very nice of them to do. But I have not worked an hour yet this month. Seems like one thing after the other has happened, and I have just not been the best at managing my time. So it is what it is, but we'll get on there. I'm not worried. Anyway, with the PT Dom, it's not required that I do 22 hours. So there's definitely more flexible time with that. And what's really cool is that everything, so take PT Dom out of it. And, well, I guess, obviously take PT Dom out of it. I'm only working 43 hours a week. And it's I'm just going to say this. If it sounds whatever, then whatever. But looking at a schedule like mine where it's like 6 a.m. and then I have a little 3-hour gap and then I finish working at 10 p.m. To look at a calendar that's like that every single day, except Saturdays because date night, and then to remove things and then just have a 43-hour work week, I look at that and I'm like, God damn, there is so much time. How the fuck I would love that. That'd be great if that's all I had to do. And that's just what everybody has. Most people have a 9 to 5. They work their 40 hours and that's it. And me looking at that, I'm like, God damn, that'd be so nice. But I don't mean nice as in it'd be nice to just fuck off and not have to work. It'd be nice to have what I have now in that time of. It's kind of, I feel like I'm contradicting myself. It'd be cool to have and make what I make now, working only 43 hours a week. But if that's all I had to do to make what I do now, I would probably reframe that and say, dude, I could work 30 more hours and make double this. What the fuck am I doing? So I don't think that'll ever end as far as the schedule discrepancies go here. You know, I'm saying, you know, if I had all this free time on the calendar, I'd love it because it's great. But if I had all that free time on the calendar, I'd love it because then I could work more. So it's, I think it's one big contradiction, but one big cycle, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, reason why I'm even saying that is because if you remove all of PT Dom, it is all of Sunday and then 3 afternoons during the week that it would free up. And kind of how it starts is 5:30 wake up and then start working, and then I'll finish that around 12:30. And then from there, I'll just start getting ready for the gym, do my thing, go exercise. I have a 3-hour gap, so I'll eat lunch, maybe come home, just hang out, maybe go somewhere. I don't know, go shop. I don't know. Just a little gap for me. And then starting back up at 4. So all of my scheduled working hours end at 12:30. So in my head, it's like, hey, so from 12:30 to 1, you know, maybe I'm having a small meal, getting ready for the gym, mixing pre-workout, whatever, drive to the gym. And I'm at the gym from 1 to 2, I don't know. And then from 2 to 4 is just some time to just like work on my own stuff if I want to. It's just nothing. Like I put nothing there just so if I want, I can do something. If not, I don't got to feel guilty about having something on the calendar and then not adhering to it. And so far, it seems like that system has been working for me. Wake up early. It's early for me at least. Work and then go to the gym around 12, or just take a break around 12. Like go outside at 12, I should say, because that's really what the thing that I look forward to is. It seems like that works pretty well for me because it's in the middle of the day. It's far enough away from the start of the day to where I'm able to get a good chunk of work in. Because right now, from 5:45 to you could call it 12:45, you know, we've got 7 hours. And that's just a big chunk of work. It's awesome. You can probably just call it 6 because from 6 to 12:30, 6 to 9, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. So that seems to be working for me. So I kind of kept everything the same. So from 4 o'clock on to 9 is when I want to work. So that way I can do the podcast in the time frame from 9 to 10 and then be going to bed by 10, which it's 9:40 right now. So hopefully I'm on time. I don't know. But yeah. So that's the whole idea. And I was going to say something, totally forgot. But what else was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So with the license plate, I don't know if I should share this, to be honest. But it's public info. Like, there's nothing private about a fucking license plate. You drive down the road on any given day, you'll see hundreds. Whatever, dude, I don't give a shit. So I got a custom license plate. I'm paranoid. Hold on. I'm paranoid as shit. Let's look this up. Should I talk about my license plate number? Let's see. It's loading. It can be tied to your name, address. It can be used for impersonation, fake registrations, or tracking. Some scammers clone plate numbers. All right, well, maybe I just won't share it then. That's weird, man, because it's public info. There's nothing private about it. There's no right to privacy with a license plate. It's displayed on the outside of your car. You can take photos of it in public. There's no repercussions for that. Maybe I won't share it, but I will say this, that I was going to be funny with it, and I was going to make it sound like 9 to 5 LOL is available. And I just feel like that's, I don't know. There's something about that just doesn't sit well with me, but the other part is like, fuck yeah, that's going on the Lambo. And I think the reason why I kind of feel kind of icky about it is that it's almost like I'm suggesting that you're a loser if you work a 9 to 5, or that LOL, you still work a 9 to 5, you pussy. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. We need motherfuckers to do that. So why am I making fun of or laughing at or So I think that's while I do think it's funny and it's coming from a place of it's coming from a good place. I don't think I would do that. But I was looking at other things. Another thing that is available was rented. Rental is not, but rented is. And that's definitely going on the Lambo. I would love to put work harder or something like that, or work hard. Work, WRKHRD. I think that's cool. But I don't want to put it on a Tesla. I want to put that on a Lambo or a McLaren or something. And so, anyway, I was thinking of funny things. I was going to do ops for biz, because that's what I do for a living. I do operations for businesses, and that was available. I tried to do biz ops, and I really liked that one, but that one was not available. And so I settled on something else, and it's related to Project M1, so I'll just leave it there. I'm not going to say what it is, just because I'm paranoid, but it's related to that. And the idea was that every time I drive the car, every time I walk up to the car, most of the time will see the license plate, and I will be reminded of what I'm doing. And I love this purchase that I have made so much, and that car is so much fun to drive. Take away that it's electric, take away that it's a Tesla, take away that, Elon Musk, take away all that shit. The car itself is just so much fucking fun to drive. And I really, really enjoy it. And it's just a little taste of what success has to offer if you just keep on going. I just want to remind myself of. So tying it into Project M1, which is the goal of getting my first million. I think the goal is actually $1 million in a year. I think that's what M1 would mean. Million number one. I think 1M is overused. Everyone knows 1M. You can guess what that means. 1M, 1 million. M1, it's like, maybe that's something else. And I like how it stands apart from that, literally as I just explained. So I did something with that ties to that. And just as a reminder that I got this car because of what I'm doing, and I can absolutely get the next car if I continue to do what I'm doing. And it's not even about the car. It just so happens that that's a great milestone measurer of success for me, at least. I mean, I think the shit's cool. So anyway, I did that. It was available. It said it was, and I submitted it, paid for it, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's a black and white Utah one. Said it was going to get here in 6 to 8 weeks, which sucks asshole, because I might not even be living here in 8 weeks. I will not be living here in 8 weeks. 7 weeks might be my last day in 7 weeks. And then 6 weeks, I'll be here. So hopefully it gets here soon. But anyway, I'm really excited about that because it's just a cool little reminder, cool little thing. Anytime I feel anything out with my car, or I'm putting in license plate info, or there's photos of it or whatever, I'll just be able to see that. And just, I think the more that you can have something in your attention, in your face, on your mind, without having to really put any manual effort into doing so, I think that's just a winning formula, because it's just without having to use memory or what's the word I'm thinking of? Recollecting? Whatever. No recollection, no memory, no trying to think about the thing or to remember the thing. I think you just have it in front of your face at all times, or as much as possible. I think it's just a better reminder. So that was the idea with this. So now when I drive the car, I will be able to see that. If I park, walk into this door, come back out, my car is there, I can see the license plate. It's like, yep, here we go. Working on Project M1. And no, it's not Project M1, because that's more than 7 letters. And it has nothing to do with project at all. So, or M1, actually. So, or 1M. But anyway, it's just a reminder for me, and it's cool to me. As much as I love to be an asshole and put LOL gas or something like that, or no oil or some shit. I don't know. Sounds so cocky or not cocky. I mean cocky like dicky, not cocky like arrogant. But it sounds so cocky to say, "Oh, it's for the big picture. I'm trying to be mature, and remind myself of what I'm really. Part of it, yeah, but other part is like I'm just trying to not get my car keyed. Like I could probably put FUGBDen, Fug Biden. Cancels getting podcasted right there. LOL. But what else is there? I think that's it. Got some things set up with Notion for Mina finally, so now we just need the team to get in there and start using stuff. And so I sent a group chat message. Oh shit! I sent a group chat. That's for you, Lexi. Now I sent a group chat out and I said, "Hey guys, this is what we're doing. Phase 1. We need these people to sign up. Give me your email. I'll send it over. Fill this out. Blah blah blah." And only one person responded. It's fine. It was later in the day, so I'm sure people are not really doing anything with it. But anyway, so I got all that set up. Made a video. Made a neato recording telling everybody what to do, how to do it. And that's going to be the first order business. I literally named the page First Order Business. So that's pretty exciting that we got that going for us now. I'm very excited to get onto Notion, as you'll hear at the end of this podcast. So, all right, I think I'm in. I think I'm done. I think I'm going to wrap this up, upload it, and get ready for bed. So it's currently 9:49, August 6, 2025. And this has been episode 657. Peace.
I'll stop my share. I don't know if you want to share and then kind of go over with everybody or.
Yep. Okay, cool. So let me share this guy. What's going on, everybody? Number 2. Okay, so hopefully you can see. There we go. So where this is at is it's check-ins 1. I'm trying to figure. There's something going on where there's certain things I can't do, so I put a little 1, so just ignore that. But you just click this, and you come into the check-ins. Now, I know you guys only use weekly, so you'd only have to click this one. These are just buttons. But before I do that, these are all the clients, and they are all automated from the master log. So everybody that's in here, when there's a new form filled out, they automatically get put in here. It's weekly, everything. And then you'll have to come in here. So like if there's a new client, it might look like this, and you'd have to, whatever. And then you would just assign whoever the coach is. So it looks like a lot of them are Brandon, some are Trey. And then at the bottom here, there's these different counts that kind of shows, like in case we accidentally clicked, Jamil, it would show 3. And if you know that you only have Brandon and Trey doing it, then you can quickly spot that. So this is just the master view for clients. So you can see their first check-in date, who their coach is, what week they're on. Just pretty straightforward. So very basic.
Hey, real quick, Bryson, not to interrupt.
Oh, you're good.
This is supposed to be automated, though. Once the closer closes the sale, it's going to automate when Sam closes a sale and she selects Coach Mariah or Coach B. Are you saying they're going to have to go in there manually and type in a new client?
No, I'm saying like if there's any new client that's not from the form, they'd have to come in here. But everything from the form, 100% automated, because it goes to the master log. I think I said that backwards, so my bad. But it goes into the master log and everything's automated from there. So everything's linked up.
Perfect. I just want to make sure.
Yep. And that's it for that. So that's very simple. I'm going to get into the process of everything. Does anybody have any questions, suggestions on this before I go into the next thing? No? Cool. Okay, so we go into the weekly check-ins. Just click this button, and then it brings you here. And I can make, so this is a button to trainerize. I can't link it because I don't have access to your guys' trainerize, but it would link to the hub or whatever. So it's just a quick click, and pulled up over here. But so how it works is very cool. I made a little example to show you, because how it works is when you click something, it disappears. So I turned it off so I could show you. So all you do is you pull up, the other page for check-ins to see who's doing it and who's not. And, if we have Whitney, we just click, maybe she was on time. So click on time and then submit, and then she's done. And then we'll go to Wanda, maybe she was late, submit. That's it. So how it actually looks when you do it is this. So if we just say she missed it, submit, now she's gone. Late, submit, gone. And you just go down the list until you're done. And then once, if you want to see all the data for somebody, so if I just come in here and just click this a whole bunch of times, I can then go into her profile and then see the history. So obviously I just clicked it 4 times in one day, but it would say, week 30, week 31, 2, 3, when the person, so whoever the coach is doing this, it would say when we did it, the result of that check-in, and then who the coach is for that client. So, and then the frequency, but you guys only have one. So that's how that works. Does anybody have questions on this? Anything moved around, anything like that? I can do anything, whatever works for your guys' workflow.
My biggest question is this going to be segmented to like, hey, Coach B's got a whole tab, Coach Mariah's got a whole tab?
Yeah, I can do that 100%.
Yeah, so
that's what I was going to ask, if it was going to be like filtered by
we definitely want that. We want it to be that, and that way, so when we come to team meetings, Coach B can bring, hey, who missed check-ins, who was late directly from his tab. Mariah can bring who is late, check-ins from her tab, and we can see exactly from like a client retention standpoint for each individual coach. Yeah.
So there'll be, I can do that, no problem. Make 2 tabs for each coach, and then there's what I was talking to you about, Trey, was the charts and the forms, or the graphs and stuff, because that will actually pre-sort who's late, who's on time. So you just hover your mouse, and it'll show you.
Can you show me that, or is that not ready yet?
So the charts and graphs, I'm gonna have to add more to make it so they show correctly. Otherwise, it's a mess. So no bueno. But so that's this, and then there's no charts or graphs yet. But when you do get all the info, you can go back and see the past 1 week, 2 week, 4 week, 8 week, all the way up to a year of their percentage. So it will max out at 100%. I just clicked it 4 times in one day, so that's why it shows 400%. But it'll show you. So, if I go to 8 weeks, then the highest that I should be able to see, or the highest amount of check-ins that they could have, obviously, is 8 times, because 8 weeks. So I can see, if they checked in 4 times, it'd say 50%. And then for the blue one, actually, I've got a little key here. Where is it? I got this right here. So if you click on help right here, it'll show you these different, it's like a little instruction manual. So green is on time, yellow is late, red is missed, and then blue is the total. So the totals count late and on time because they checked in. So we want to count it till they checked in. It doesn't count missed. And then, so blue is weekly. You never have to worry about orange or purple. That's bi-weekly and monthly. But if we come back down here, we can see, so Whitney checked in 4 total times, and she was on time 4 times. So that's why this says 100%. Does that make sense? Kind of how that's laid out, these percentages?
Yep.
Okay. And then you can see the lifetime. You can see the full year, 6 months, and then it'll give you the average for the group. So once you're done for the doing check-ins for the day, you can come down here and see the totals. Right here, so there's 143 clients. The average would be this for overall, and then late, missed, on time, you name it. And then if you need instructions on how to do it, the instructions are right here. So it's very straightforward. Like if they were on time, you just click on time, submit.
And so this is good to start using now without the charts and graphs being done?
Yeah, because the charts and graphs are easy to plug and play. You just create one. Like you literally just type in chart, and then it pops up. You can do whatever one. But yeah, just a little bit of a pain. So yeah, I'll definitely get that going. But
okay, so what we'll do, we'll plan on officially using this next week, because we do check-ins on Wednesday and Thursday. So what we can do, actually, Brandon, did you change your check-in messages to Wednesday, or are they still Thursday?
I was going to say, I'm still in the transition of switching people over to the new times that I'm checking in. So some of them will come today, but a brunt of them will still come tomorrow. So like if it's still active, if we're able to use this today, the people that check in today, I'll go in and use this.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can actually make those tabs really quick, and then you'll see all your clients, and then, yeah.
So this will be all live for them to go ahead and start using? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. And then how long until we get the tabs for individual coaches?
I can do that like right this second if you prefer, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, Mariah's only got 2 right this second. She just started taking on her own clients, so pretty simple. But I just
on that note, she needs to get added in a Notion because I tried to look for her.
I already sent it to her.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Mariah, did you have any issues getting in? I know I sent you that link.
Well, I was driving and I was coming back to the gym, so I haven't even opened it yet. Is that going to mess this up?
Yeah, it's all good. I just wanted, if you have any issues, we'll get you in there.
Okay.
But it should be pretty straightforward. You should just have to create an account, and I just have to add you to the user.
Oh, right there. Okay, Brandon's is good to go. So now it's only going to show Brandon's clients, and then I'll get Mariah in here. What am I doing? Oh, you just said she wasn't in here, right?
Not in there yet, yeah. Yeah, we got to get her in.
Okay, when she gets in there, I can sort it by her name.
Okay, that shouldn't be a big deal because, like I said, she won't have her first official check-ins until next week. So.
Okay, then it's good to go. Let me delete this, and you're good.
And then, if you'll make one for me, too. I usually have like 5 clients at a time, but there's a handful that I got right now.
Okay, cool. My thing is lagging out right now. Sorry. All right, there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're good. And then is this layout fine? You want any buttons moved? I mean, I don't know if it's a pain that the submit button is further away. I mean, I don't know if you guys care, but.
I like it. I would rather have the submit button be closer to where it says on time, late, or miss.
Oh, just like right here?
Yeah, like right beside of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, everything's good.
What is that clear button? What is that?
Oh, if you just want to clear it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's different views. I mean, like you can come in here and just, what the heck? You can just come in here and just backspace, no big deal. I mean, you can even select this and do, if you don't even want to use the buttons, you can do whatever you want to do, but.
But when you click, so say that on Sam's you click on time and submit, it takes her off of this truck, right? Or is that wrong?
Yeah, no, it'll take her off.
And then is it Command Z if you do that on accident?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need just a reminder, it's right here, so right here for you, Trey. There you go.
Okay, Command Z.
Yep.
Got it. That's what I thought. Sweet. So if you guys screw up like I do, you just click Command Z.
Yeah. You can also come up to, I think it's edit and then undo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Guys, you got any questions for Bryson? I just wanted him to start here because I know he's got to bounce soon. So.
Oh, I'm actually going to show you one more thing.
Okay.
If you go into a client, so if I just hurry and do this one, if you go into one of them, I just made it go away. Hold on. So if you go into a client and you want to check their history, you can go back, like let's say you accidentally clicked the wrong thing, or I don't know, you can go back and change the week. So like, I don't know, 2 months from now, if you're like, oh wait, he was on vacation or like he skipped, that's right. And you just click skipped. And skipped, it could be for a pause, it could be for a vacation, it could be for whatever. It just makes it so that it doesn't screw up any kind of calculation. So if they've checked in 4 weeks, but all 4 have been like a skip, then it's going to show 0%. It won't screw up anything. So wanted to show you that really quick. But yeah, you're good. Everything's good here.
Perfect. Last question. So whenever this always refreshes every week. So you're saying, hey, when I click on time submit, it takes them off this chart, but next week when I log into on Monday, Tuesday, so they're going to be popped back up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, when would be the best day to do that? Because the idea is that you go through the whole list on time, late, whatever. If people missed it, then they're going to still be on this list, but it's going to have to eventually reset anyway. So it would reset, I guess, on Tuesdays then, if you guys do it on Wednesday, Thursday. So you would have a full week to I guess, get on them or to make sure that they did check in so that there is no missed. But I guess inevitably people will miss. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Tuesday's probably a good day. Just Tuesday morning early if it'll reset. And I say that because, like, and Mariah, here's the thing with you, both of you guys. You guys are more than welcome to move your check-in days around. I've always just done mine on Wednesday because it just makes sense, like a middle of the week. I like doing all my client work on Thursdays. But, like, in the future, you know, so we'll set it as Tuesdays just in case they want to move theirs up just a bit.
Okay, cool. So on Tuesdays, everybody on the list will pop back up, and then it'll be ready for a new week. And then each week it just knows what week it is, and then when you click submit, it'll say what week they're on and all that stuff. So,
is there a way to say that? Never mind. Forget that.
Okay.
Trash that thought. Anyway, yeah, that makes sense. This is really clean. I like this. It's going to be nice to get this off the Google Sheet. Also, it's going to be nice, Brandon, for like y'all's reporting each week. You know what I mean? You're not going to have to. It's just going to tell you like who checked in, who was late, who was missed.
Yeah.
Is this going to is there a way to make this auto-populate to like a green, yellow, red list?
Yes, actually. So what I can do is, so it wouldn't look exactly like this. It would only, so you know how I was saying you can go into their profile and you can click on their history. Mm-hmm. I can make it populate colors there. But so like, for example, if I were to do the colors here, it wouldn't show any color at all until you click the button, in which case when you click the button, they go away. So, but when we click on the profile itself, when we go to the history, then it would show the colors there if you prefer.
Is there a way to get a weekly report automated?
Yeah, so that'll come with the charts, but a week would, you could come down here to the week and then see which client got what percentage. That's the whole idea of this.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. So we can just scroll down, we'll be able to see all that.
Yeah, so for 1 week, it's either 100% or 0%. There's, you have one chance. So you can just quickly see who's missing, who's not. You can also filter it. So I can add more of those views if you prefer. So like 1 week, everybody who missed, everybody who was late, everybody who was on time. The charts will do a lot of that, but I mean, it's just preference on the perspective that you, or I guess the visual that you see of all this info. Like whatever's easiest.
Good, and then we'll kind of see what the charts and stuff looks like. I just want to make it easy for like we do a weekly meeting every week like this, and part of the coach's responsibilities is to bring like, hey, who's the clients that we really need to lean on. You know what I mean?
Yep. Cool. I mean, with 1 week, you would just kind of look at all the red ones. So
yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Let me go ahead and delete these. All right, cool. Well, is there anything else for me then that I need to take note of, kind of like with these things?
I said everything I need to say. Brandon, Mariah, do you guys have anything to add or questions or comments or?
No, not from me on my end. Like this looks pretty clean. I like this a lot.
Cool.
As far as like how that's going to go.
Also, I just want,
like everything is like centrally located. That's nice to have.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And also, I say this every time, but there's no ego involved for me at all. Like if it's asked, then let me know and I'll fix it. I just want to make sure you guys can use it. And it's good to go for how you guys work, because I'm making it, I'm not using it, so it's two different things. So.
Perfect. Mariah, you good?
Yeah, good.
Cool.
Awesome. Appreciate it. I'll shoot you a text soon. We'll book a. Or real quick, what works good with you time wise to talk about that other issue we need to fix?
If you can today, I can still do that other time frame. Well, I guess you have to call, huh? I'm honestly not sure. There's some, life's been pretty crazy, dude. So I'll text you about that. But
okay, just shoot me a text and we'll get it. Like I said, it's not urgent. So
okay, cool.
Perfect. Appreciate you, dude. Safe travels.
Okay. See you guys.
Peace. Also, guys, I'm going to run use about.
Yeah, it's been a pain, but it's all good. Grateful for a car, dude. So.
Yeah, at least they didn't keep you hanging, which is perfect. All right. So, talk to me, bro. What's going on with Notion?
Okay. I do have a question about everything.
Yeah.
Do you still prefer that it's 2 hours every single day?
Why?
Because so I asked Dawson if I could swap it to just however many, so the hours per week, but just however I can get it. And I know we previously talked about that, but if it could be like 5 days or 4 days rather than every day at 2 hours, because I find that for me, getting in the flow and then like just banging out whatever I'm doing is much easier when I don't have a hard stop at 2 hours. I know it's not a hard stop, but
no, that makes a lot of sense. We agreed on bringing your hours up to how many hours total again?
It'd be 19, but honestly, dude, I don't think I'll hit that because I'm still doing 2. I just trying so hard to balance everything right now. So
yeah, no, I'm asking because I'm guessing Trey brought your hours down. You kind of finished the job and he doesn't need as much anymore.
Well, it's interesting, dude. I sent him a message because he wanted this client check-in tracker built, and I think I just need to set the expectation like these things aren't 2-hour projects, you know? Because he was like, yeah, if you could get that done by Monday, and I'm like, I can try, and I put in about 30 hours between Friday and now for that one project, and I'm only doing 10, so I kind of just wanted to use that as an illustrative purposes to say, hey, dude, I can work 10 hours, but like nothing's going to get done, you know, because you want this project. I worked 30 hours. You're only paying me for 10. And yeah, there's no hard feelings, but it's just like he wants me to do a couple other things. And I'm like, dude, I'm already at 30 hours for the week. So
yeah,
where do we go from here? You know? So I want to be respectful because we agreed on 2 per day and I can honor that. But if any chance,
I don't need the 2 per day. I'm just trying to think of like how I do want some sort of congruency and consistency. Yeah. So what I would say, Bryson, is I would want the 19 hours to be done minimum over 4 days.
Okay, I agree. I think that'd be better. I don't want to split it up any more than that, to be honest.
Yeah, because I don't want you to hash out so much on one day and then the rest.
Peace out. Yeah.
So that's fine. It's fine with me as long as I do want you to just keep me posted on like when things are done or like when you're working. You know what I mean? Like what we did in the beginning would be nice. Just give me an update. I worked on this today. That's it. Got this done.
Yeah, I'll do that. I know I fell off with that, but rest assured, shit's been getting done. So
yeah, I trust it, but I also just want to know more. Yeah. Like where we're at. You know?
Yeah, of course, makes sense.
Cool. All right. Glad that worked out.
By the way, that whole check-in tracker that I made for Trey, you also get. That's just how this shit works. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And it's nice. It's nice seeing this because I'm gonna get it, and then I know like you can include that for other coaches, which is amazing.
Well, dude, there is some bias here because every time bias. Every time I build something, I try to build it first with like my own vision. And then I'll tailor it to like whatever Dawson needs or whatever Trey needs or whatever. That way it's done on my end and I don't have to worry about it again.
Yeah.
Like in the big picture package, like it's done.
But what I would do if I were you is keep every version that you make.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Because what you do is you keep every version that you make and your business model pitch is, hey, yeah, we have a check-in tracker. It typically looks like this. But I'm able to tailor it to however you'd like, you know? Mm-hmm. And then someone tells you something and you're like, oh, this is basically Trey's just one thing changing, you know?
It's a good idea. Just keep them sorted.
Yeah, exactly. Just like almost like a template.
Yeah. The only tricky part is that when I go to share this with somebody, I have to share it in one copy paste. I can't do multiple. So I would then have to pre-bundle everything into one thing. I don't know. I'll get there when I get there, but
probably pre-bundle it and just remove what you don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It honestly is a pain in the ass, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but I do think over time it's going to get a lot easier because you're going to be doing so much. Like think of like me with diet plans and stuff. Like over time we've dealt with basically any situation.
Yeah, you got so many stockpiled.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just now it's a matter of plug and play and just do like minute changes and that's it.
Yeah, one thing, for example, is Dawson's in Canada, so all of his stuff has to be Canadian dollar, and that is a very tedious thing to do. So I'm gonna have like 2 of everything, one just being Canadian, you know. So
yeah, which at the end of the day, when you have a Canadian client in the future, you've already done it for Dawson, so you can just plug and play. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I was thinking about different models and stuff of payment and so many different things I can take, dude. It's crazy. I don't know what to do. I'm not even there yet, but
Yeah. All right. So talk to me, dude.
okay. So my goal today is to actually get everything in Notion, to get everybody on Notion and fully functional. And what I want to do is make a list of, I don't know, however many. Well, first of all, let me ask you this: how many people would you want to? Because you remember how we talked about we're gonna have like give each coach 30 clients, and they're just gonna go and fill out all of the info, like all the stuff that's missing. How many coaches would be doing that? Would you be doing it at all or no?
Fuck that. No.
Okay, so I'm counting 5. So me, Johnny, David, Brian, Andrew, Michelle as well,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, Michelle, no, just because Michelle doesn't see the big picture. Andrew right now, no either, because Andrew doesn't have access to like check-ins and stuff. He can't see that.
Okay.
So it's really just you, Brian, David, and Johnny. 4.
Okay. So we'd all have about 45 clients. We just go through and fill everything out.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Question, by the way, when you're seeing a client sign up in the chat, are you doing anything or no?
no, I'm not doing anything.
You don't. Okay. Okay.
I haven't done anything. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm just asking because they're already going to be added to the onboarding sheet anyways, so I don't want there to be overlap. You know what I mean?
Okay. Even if there are overlaps, it'll be bright as day, clear as day that, Bob Smith. So it's like, okay, delete one of them.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. I'm fucking stressed the fuck out because there's clients that are terming now and in September, and I haven't had the time to even, nor the energy to go back and like try to find them, so I need this to be like as easy as possible,
Mm-hmm.
You guys haven't noticed, I'm fucking tired, dude. I'm exhausted. I've been doing like a lot of reflection on myself like the past few days. Like, what exactly am I doing?
You selling the business? What's happening?
I'm having I'm selling the business.
Cool. See you, dude.
No. Just having like a fucking existential crisis almost, but only with business,
What do you mean exactly? So you just feel you just don't know what you're doing?
I think for me, there's 2 aspects. There's one of the end vision of like how the business operates is becoming very hazy to me because there's so many different routes I can go, but
So like crossroads and
listening to it talk, like business structure. Where am I headed? Am I going to have teams of coaches front facing? I kind of want to let go of the whole shadow coach thing now. We're too big for that.
I think it's bound to mess up. We got so much shit going on,
Yeah.
Like one message while you're on a call with them or something.
Not even like the fact that I'm hiding about the shadow coach, because that's easy. I'm talking about the fact that it's just like we're way too big. Like I had to fucking upgrade my Everfit again yesterday to be over 200.
Damn, dude, yeah.
And I really have a gut feeling. Like I'm afraid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid for my birthday next week because I have a gut feeling we may sign 30 clients, like just overnight.
For your birthday? Like you run into a birthday sale or something?
Birthday giveaway, yeah.
30 fucking clients, dude.
It happened last time we did Black Friday.
30 people in one day?
It was like
Holy shit.
I booked 30 phone calls in a matter of 2 days. Actually, no, more than 30. More like 45, but I closed 30.
Damn. They don't even know what to say to that. It's insane. That's so many people.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, we're signing clients left and fucking right. My content's getting better. People are trusting, and we're seeing results. Like, bro, the amount of times that I'll just be reading a conversation, I'm like, oh, she lost 20 pounds in like 5 weeks. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I'm like so disassociated from that because like I just want to drive client results. That's what it is. So for me, I'm just like, how the fuck can I do this? Whatever. I'm rambling.
Dude, you're good. I'm here for you.
I appreciate it, man.
It's just for me.
No, I appreciate it. I'm just thinking like out loud, like, where do I want my business to go? Like, do I want a company of coaches? But then there's the fear of like, I'll have someone ask me, oh, I'm not going to be working one-on-one with you. I'm not going to be fucking working. I'm like, fuck you. Like, shut the fuck up. You know? Like, I coach my clients one-on-one. But then I think to myself of like another structure of like me in the middle. Then I have like the specialists that we were doing before. But then now I'm going to have to hire someone full-time, you know?
Another Andrew or another you?
I'm gonna have to salary someone. Look, salary a couple people probably, which is fine. I don't mind taking this money and that's how you reinvest into the business, like reinvesting into your team. But it just whatever. But then there's that, and then there's also like just thinking to myself, okay, well, that's where the business is headed, right? How about me? Like my day to day, I'm not gonna lie to you, Bryson. I hate my day to day. Like, I am not having fun. Like, I'm not having fun doing the bookkeeping. I'm not having fun, like, doing all the administrative shit. Like, fuck that, you know?
So hopefully that comes to an end soonish, you know?
Yeah, so that's what I'm waiting on for the Notion. Because eventually, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. I want Notion to be up and running, and I'm probably going to fucking hire a VA just for Notion.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I will literally just have a VA for Notion that oversees everything. Cool. And all she does or he does is like, it's like an executive assistant, basically. They're going to go through, and I just want you to maintain the business health. You tell me if clients are missing, if clients are renewing soon, if clients haven't been sent this, whatever. I need to write a whole bunch of SOPs for them, for them to know. Because not going to lie, usually when you hire a VA, they're very low IQ sometimes. Not going to lie to you. But that's kind of the thing there too. So it's just like, fuck, like, we hit $102,000 in revenue last month. You know that?
You hit 100,000? You didn't say shit?
But it wasn't cash collected.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't, how?
Dude, who cares? You get 100, you 6 figures.
Yeah, we hit 102,000 in total revenue, contracted revenue. Basically, that means like if I actually was going for PIFs, I would have hit 102.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
But I wanted to build up my recurring, so it was only 65K cash collected last month. But then like
it's funny that you say only. I get it, dude. I get what you're saying, but
yeah. And then we brought our recurring income up to like 34K for the next few months. So yeah, we're on pace right now with the signups. I think we're on pace. Like if I don't have a single sale for the rest of the month, we're at 50K.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. So that's what's worrying me though. Like we're growing fast. Like we're in a growth season, you know? And there's so many other things I could do to grow, but I kind of don't need to. But then in my head, the argument is when things are working, you fucking double down, you know? Mm-hmm. But I don't want to outgrow our service. Make sense?
Yeah, it's also interesting because you can't necessarily stop because you're paying people, you're giving them a job, you know? So like if you stop and you're like, hey, I'm cool here, you're like, you wouldn't need the DMers and the VAs or, you know? So yeah, I feel like you just can't stop.
There's always turnover. Like the revenue has to continue, but then I haven't been running ads. Like Brian wants me to run ads so bad, I'm just like I don't want to.
Like I'm not there right now.
I can run ads. I can. Another thing is like Johnny's going on vacation for like 2 weeks, so David's gonna have to cover. But then there's a 4-day period or 5-day period that David might not be able to cover Johnny. And I'm like, and David might not be able to work. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that means I'm going to have to work those 5 days. And it just so happens those 5 days, I was planning on like taking a vacation because I need one. But I may cancel my vacation and I may also get divorced because I canceled the vacation. Because my wife might be like, no, fuck this. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, dude, I was shitting my pants for you for a sec. I was like, you guys look so happy. What's going on?
It's a joke, bro.
Okay.
But, because my wife was really looking forward to the vacation, you know. But then if I tell her, she'll fucking kill me. She'll literally kill me. But I have to do what I have to do, you know. But anyways, whatever. The bitching session's done. So Notion's gonna be done today.
That's my goal. So because I talked with Dawson and because I'm done with trade for the week, I'm no homo. I'm yours till like 10. So. Okay. That's the plan. That's the goal. I just want to knock this out because, I mean, it's way more stressful for you. But the more that I see clients come in, I'm like, oh my fuck! Like, can we just pause for one? You know, I get it though. So
But remember, like, you don't have to worry about that because we're going to build in the onboarding, people in onboarding separate, you know?
Yeah.
So I have a question, when Darcy or Victoria sign on a new client, are they adding in like the date of sale, or is it automatically populated?
Well, that's automatic, but then so it's date of sale, and then
Can you manually override that?
the date of sale, yeah. But there's a first day and then a start date. It's two different dates, starts.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking.
I'm asking because, like, what I would do is once we get up and running, clients that were sold in the last week, just add them as new clients and change the date of sale. That's it. Because shouldn't that be automatically calculated to be 5 days after, 6 days after be the anticipated start date?
Wait,
Or date of delivery, date of delivery.
Yeah, so that's automatic, but that's all handled in onboarding. That's like one of the tasks that each coach handles. Wait,
I guess what I'm asking is the clients that are in onboarding right now, how do you envision adding them?
That are in onboarding? Well, so they would probably finish onboarding, and then I would add them, because that way, because all I'm doing right now is I just have a big list right here, and I'm custom making a button. I told you about this a little bit ago. There's a button, and I'm just going to spam click it, because then it'll just put every single client in there, everywhere they need to go, everywhere. And so that'll put all the financial, the everything. And so
what you're saying is clients that are onboarding right now, like let's say a client was signed yesterday and we're on Notion today. Okay. Mm-hmm. They're not going to be on Notion until they started.
I think that's the best way to go about it, because once they're done, we can it would just be easier. It would not.
But then how do we build them in with their program length, their start date, their cost?
So, okay, so I think I get what you're saying. So I think what we should do is just what we are already doing, but there would be just those remaining clients. So however many people are in onboarding right now, wait till they're done, which maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should do it in half, because I don't know how long it takes. But then they would all be there, and then we do the same thing now, where they have all the costs, all the package, the length, the start date, the end date. And then the only things that we'd have to add is like who the check-in coach is, or any notes, stuff like that.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, I don't care what we do. I just
have 1, 7.
Because I think I counted almost, I think it was 29 clients that are white, not green.
Hold on a second.
And that adds up, because in Everfit there's 190, but minus the 10 dummies, it's 180. So I think we'll both feel a lot better once things are actually in Notion. We can see shit happening, because it's right now I feel like there's 12 things in 18 different spots.
I just found a fucking error.
Sweet.
I just want to jump off a cliff, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Please don't. Oh, by the way, I can add people in Notion. So I think I can fully take over this whole transition, which is cool, so you don't have to worry about it.
What do you mean?
You don't have to invite anybody. Like, you don't have to pay for any. You'll have to pay, but I can invite people. And then when it comes to
you're not paying?
I'm not paying. Sorry, dude.
No, that's paying. Cool. That's good. And it'll just be added to the tab. How much is it per extra user? $20?
If you're paying monthly, then it's 24. So
I can't wait for the financial tracker eventually.
Yeah. So Dawson's experiencing this because he didn't want to wait. He just wanted it. And I was like, dude, it looks like shit. It's half the shit doesn't work. He's like, it's okay, we'll just use what we can. And I was like, okay. So I implemented it. It took like 6 hours to link everything, which sucked. But it works. It's just messy as hell, but it's functional. So if you want, I can add that onto the. It's just going to be it's going to take longer when it's done. So
does Dawson have as much volume as I do, like 200 clients?
I think you guys are really close. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does things slightly different, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I asked because like me and him like have spoken on Facebook and stuff. Actually, Brian told me to message him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about some DM ads or something that he wants me to do. But I noticed I'm like, so Dawson hits like 80K whatever a month.
No, he just hit 100. Yeah.
Yeah, he just hit 100, but his average is around 80 or so, and that's Canadian. So like when you convert like 65K USD to Canadian, it's basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought to myself, okay, so we should be pretty similar in like client load and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like even team size is, yeah.
Yeah,
you guys are,
I'm gonna see him. I think he's gonna be at the event next week. So,
you, him, and Trey should have a little 4-way FaceTime or a Zoom call with me. Throw me in there.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking talk shit.
Hi guys. Oh, perfect.
Like fuck that guy.
Oh, dude, I have so much power to just delete Notion. So go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, you actually have too much power. This is not good.
Dude, I was thinking about that. You know, like if somebody starts using this and I sell it to them high ticket, I feel like they're almost in. Like they're in. Because you can't just easily take all your stuff off, put it in a spreadsheet if you wanted to transfer, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel, I don't know.
That'd be kind of fucked.
Maybe that's kind of devious of me, but it's like once you sign this, dude, and you start using it, you're in.
Yeah, well, it's fine. All right. Okay, so status is Notion for the most part will be done today, which is amazing. And then next steps after that will be two things. One, having the 4 clients, 4 coaches put in the information for probably around 40 to 50 clients each.
Yeah, I wanted to assign that today and then make a loom and stuff. I don't expect it to get done today, but it would be maybe cool. But
that would be great. Yeah, for sure. Let them know. And then the second task after that is going to be be on the lookout for any client to start. Like after their onboarding is completed and they start, then you have to build them in. So if you can give instructions on that too, that'd be great.
You're saying once they finish onboarding, the ones that are in the Google Sheet?
Because basically we're adding all the clients except for the new clients.
Right.
Right. And I want to know exactly where we left off so we can pick up from there.
Okay.
Because we've definitely signed a shit ton of clients since.
We signed like 6 yesterday.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure that everything's kind of accounted for, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying on the call, was that for a week or two, or however long it takes them to finish onboarding, we're going to have to... all of onboarding is going to be handled not in Notion. Everything else is going to be.
Onboarding...
Sorry, all the old client onboarding.
Yes, because once we're implementing Notion, moving forward, onboarding is now in Notion.
Yeah, yes.
So for the first 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks probably, I imagine that everyone on the onboarding team is just going to have to look at the sheets and Notion.
I have to do both. We just keep tabs on both.
For now, it's okay for now. And then once the last client on the sheet is done, they move them away and add them into, and then we just use Notion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so we're on the same page there.
Yep. And I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible so that nothing can get screwed up. So yeah, the idea is that by the time you go to sleep, everyone's on Notion and hopefully using it.
Yeah.
That's the vision. So
sick. Amazing. All right. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask, if you know off the top of your head, what are all the different things that we were going to track, such as the win video being sent, the testimonial video, or whatever, the form, like the free hoodie thing, or is that maybe it's the same thing?
Same thing.
And then there was a little spot to put their current struggle. So like Bob is struggling with tracking macros, let's be on him. Like that'd be like a thing that we would see. What else was there? Because I feel like I'm missing something.
Like client notes kind of thing?
Yeah, because there's like notes, which I envision is like, I don't know, just some general ass notes. And then there's like the thing that we're focusing on, which is, hey, he's struggling with this, let's be on him for the next 2 weeks. Or we're going to check in with this person every 3 days until they, like things that are more urgent that are temporary.
So extra attention.
Yeah, extra attention. So the extra attention, the win video, a spot for a testimonial, like did they give a testimonial checkbox? I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything because we talked about a lot of things. And
obviously, this is besides like their start date, end date, stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
just
just that. I think that's pretty much it. Like their last
adjustment,
check-in, last check-in, right? Because we're gonna have a check-in log, right?
Yeah, so, you got a brand new one, dude. You didn't pay a dime for it, so.
Yep. So check-in log, last check-in.
It's actually really sick, dude. There's 4 buttons, and that's it. Tracks everything.
Good. So yeah, last check-in, last adjustment. Pretty much it.
I think we'll figure it out even more as we go, because someone will say, "Hey, where's this?" And I'll say, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the greatest feedback is going to be when we have the team on there. For sure, the people who are on the front lines doing the day-to-day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, and then for the hours, do you want it to be stapled into 4 same days per week or just 4 days period?
What days do you envision yourself working for 4 days?
I probably work Monday, Wednesday, because that's when we have the calls. It just makes sense. And then I could just do Monday, Wednesday, or Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, that's 5 days, huh? Shit. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday?
By me. I feel like you usually work on Saturday or Sunday.
I prefer to work, it's so great.
So you want to work Saturday or Sunday?
Well, I don't work for Trey on weekends, so I just have more time, So
do you want to work Saturday or Sunday? Because I was going to say...
I do, yeah.
So I was just going to say pick 3 weekdays and one weekend.
Well, I'm cool to work the weekend.
And remember, like 4 days is the minimum, right? Like if you decide to get to your 19 hours, you just need a 5th day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm going to hit the hours for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want you to feel like you have to only work 4 days,
Yeah.
But I just definitely need more communication and like, when you're working and what's getting done. That's it. Just I want to be filled in the loop.
So just a text like we used to do. Hey, dude, I worked on this today.
And you know how like, not gonna lie, Bryson, I'll tell you, when you text me, I usually read it right away. But I'm always in the middle of something, so I like keep it as unread, and sometimes I'm shitty with responding, like in a time, like
it's all good,
But whenever you text me, I do read it, Okay. There's sometimes where you send me a fucking podcast or a voice note, then I need a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just playing. It's the highlight of my day when I get an 8-minute voice note from you. That's it.
We gotta lay off. All right. God damn.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. No, I actually appreciate those because you like really just run me through everything. But sometimes I just need a little bit more time to listen. That's it. So either way, when you text me, I receive it. So I don't want you to feel like, I did used to update Mina, but then I never got like a response. Like within a couple of days, I'm like, yeah, well, I apologize, but I promise you, like, me, if it's urgent, that's really why I do it that way. I read my messages as soon as they come in. If they can wait, they can wait. If it's a question that, like, as you're working, you need to find out something, then I answer right away. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I prioritize my life. Like, it's just like, can I wait? Yeah, okay, that's it.
Do you actually utilize the Eisenhower matrix? That whole urgent, important, now, later?
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds like that's probably something I do.
It's like something that's important but not urgent, something that's important and urgent, something that's not important, not urgent, and you just don't do it. Like,
then probably that's actually how I live my life, believe it or not.
Really?
Like, important and urgent gets done right away.
Right.
And I always, like, prioritize, like, okay, I have 30 minutes. What is the one thing I need to do first?
Yep.
Like today was like, okay, well, my editors are waiting for something, and I have that Zoom call at 7, and I have back-to-back calls until 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I have to do the Zoom call thing first. You know, then I go into important but not urgent, and then I just kind of fuck off on the not important, not urgent. So.
Okay.
I highly recommend, bro. There's a book that I'm reading. I'm looking at it over there. You ever read the book, the 38 letters, Rockefeller's 38 letters to his son?
No.
I highly recommend that book for you, bro. I think.
Any reason why?
I wish I read this like early on, like when I first started business and stuff like that.
Okay. Any reason?
So you know who Rockefeller is, right? And like.
Yeah. I mean.
J.D. Rockefeller, like just to put in perspective.
Like he was rich as shit back then, right?
J.D. Rockefeller's wealth, if you convert it to today's value, would be like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos combined. Like that's how much wealth he had at the time. He monopolized oil, and he monopolized all.
Yeah,
of
I didn't know about. Okay, yeah.
And he's the reason why you can't have a monopoly in any industry. Like it's because of him. But basically, he wrote 38 letters to his son. Like just giving him wisdom and advice and like how to live his life and how to approach business and how to approach things. There's so much fucking value in these letters. I read one every morning, and I'll tell you, dude, like he like talks on like just a wide variety of things that just relates to us now. Like how like your beginning circumstance does not dictate your end result.
Yeah.
It's like whether you're born rich or you're born poor, it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How it talks on the importance of action and like speed of action too. Like a lot of what he says reminds me of what Hermosi says. And I feel like Mosey definitely read this book a couple times.
Yeah, you think 100%. So?
It's really cool. I recommend it, bro. I would just grab it off of Amazon or do an Audible, whatever, and read it whenever you get the chance.
Starts off with Dear John, dude. What is this?
Yeah. He's talking to his son.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving you shit. This is actually Dear John, but different cover.
Yeah. But yeah, it's cool. I definitely wish I read this early on in business. This is what's causing me to like rethink a lot of things.
Wait, so the book is 38 chapters, and each chapter is a note?
Is the letter.
So there's no third party giving their input, it's just the notes?
They start off the letter with just like a couple highlights,
like some context
of the letter, like, yeah. And it's usually just quoted like what the most important quotes of the letter are.
Yeah, I see. It's letter 2, letter 1.
Read the first couple letters, and I think you're gonna like it.
So I love shit like this. It reminds me of Stoicism, just reading the first things.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, dude.
Cool.
Yeah,
we're over our time. I apologize, but anything else? Thanks for letting me rant and bitch.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you probably don't hear it enough, but you know, without you doing all the shit that you're doing, like I wouldn't have this opportunity. And honestly, maybe this whole Notion thing wouldn't have been born. So, you know, appreciate everything you're doing, dude.
I think you would have eventually figured it out, but I'm glad that I
maybe.
I'm glad that I had a small part.
Yeah. So yeah, dude. Thank you. I know you're working hard as shit. I know you're gonna get a divorce soon. That sucks. I know you vape too, dude. That's a bummer. But you know, I just appreciate everything you're doing.
Fuck you. I think I'm gonna take 2 days off this weekend.
Of the vape pen or?
No. I'm gonna go down to Atlantic City Friday and Saturday. I think I'm just gonna fucking gamble my heart out away. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
Damn, $100,000 a month really got to you, huh?
Yeah. Just gonna fucking put out $100,000 on the table. Put it all. That's it.
Hey, real cool question. You don't have to answer, but how much? This is super personal, but how much does it cost to run everything? Like including like what's? I don't know. Whatever you want to share there, that's cool. I'm just very curious.
Like, what's my break-even point?
Like, what did you have? Yeah, well, yeah. I guess that's what would you have to profit per month to break even?
It's hard to like put a number. That's why I want the financial tracker, because I've been doing a shitty job.
Yeah, I realized when I asked that question, I was just like, well, he probably doesn't have the best idea because the thing that he needs is
no. I mean, like after wages, after paying content, after paying.
Because I know you said you hired.
I don't count Darcy and Victoria's pay, believe it or not, as wages, because they have to make money to make money. So it's not like an hourly thing. You know what I mean?
They
have to generate revenue. They have to generate revenue for that. So it's really just less revenue on my part. It's not actually wages, you know?
Yeah.
I think we're around, with all the giveaways, all the gift cards that I give away, shit like that, I think it's around 18 or 19.
Really?
Probably around 18. Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it would be more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you, dude. That's way cool. That's way nice.
Yeah.
So if you're collecting 60 grand, then
maybe a little. I don't know. I have to like look at like the VA stuff too. If I wanted to be safe, probably 20.
Yeah. How simple is it to hire a VA? By the way, you just go to that online PHP jobs or whatever it is.
VA for what? Like messaging?
Just to hire somebody.
Online jobs that people. Yeah. I actually, you know what? I need to go on there and hire someone else.
Yeah, I think I've been.
I want someone to just work on my stories, like do my stories for me.
Yeah.
Like make me stories. I'll just give them all the fucking testimonials and all the pictures and stuff. Be like, yo, just fucking make stories.
Yeah, just make the stories. Yeah.
I can just take 4 and post it. It's pretty easy. You just have to make an account. But honestly, I'm gonna make one, so you can just use mine if you want.
And I was just curious. I'm not gonna need one soon, but I just want to be able to.
Like base pay for VAs like from the Philippines is like $4 to $6 an hour.
Yeah. So I just want to. Yeah, that's crazy. So that's good money for them.
It's great, dude. Can I tell you why we've been booking so many calls? Real quick, because I really do have to run.
Yeah.
Real quick, the reason why we're booking so many calls is because I give our VAs incentivization. So I'm like, if you book 5 calls in one day, you get $50. And they like fucking go ham. I told them if you have 2 weeks in a row that you book 16 or plus calls, I'll give you a raise. They did it. I gave them $1 raise per hour.
And that's just great for them?
And they were the most grateful human beings.
So I heard that.
So they will now audit their conversations. They'll ask me questions to be better.
Interesting.
That's why I did it.
Do you pay them full time?
They work over 40 hours each.
I guess I didn't understand the conversion, because when Trey said that he paid his VA $6 an hour, I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I pay one. Well, now it's $5 an hour, but he gets commission if there's a sale made on a call that he booked. He gets 3%.
Oh, okay, that's what.
So yeah. So like off of $1,000, he gets $30. And then my other VA, he doesn't get commission, but he wants to hire hourly, so he gets paid $8 an hour.
And that's just that. I guess I don't understand the conversion. So our dollar is just so valuable compared to their.
Yeah, our dollar is very strong since they're getting paid in dollars. Like they're like, what the fuck? Like $8 an hour can be whatever they use, like times 40. You know.
God damn.
Like,
okay.
In Egypt, I'll tell you one last thing. Egyptian pounds right now, $1 is 50 Egyptian pounds.
Okay.
So like when you pay someone in dollars over there, they're like, what the fuck? You know?
That's insane, dude. Sorry, I know you got to go. It's just, wow.
Yeah. So like,
I just wanted to hire somebody, but do it ethically. And if that's even more ethical, because
it is ethic. That's what they work for. They want that.
Okay, cool.
Like one last thing. Per month, I told my mom, like, I like hit 100K, like that's my goal, right? She was talking to me. She's like, like if you lived in Egypt, you know how much that would be per month? She's like, what? I'm like, what? She's like, that's 5 million Egyptian pounds a month that you're making. Like
5 million a month, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, bro, I appreciate you as always. Eventually, you're gonna be making 100K a month. That's gonna be awesome.
Do I have it all figured out? Figured out all the math. So
yeah, yep, awesome. Just keep me posted on what was done today, and we'll go from there. I really appreciate you, Bryson. Really do.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, I'll let you know how all this goes. I'll keep you in the loop, and then yep.
Got it.
Cool.
Talk to you soon, bro.
See you later.
Peace. Hey.